Welcome race fans to Pit Stop TV. As usual, we're live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch tonight. Trey Shuttlesworth and Trey Patton are with me in the booth. I'm Andrew Cardinale IV, and this is Pit Stop TV's live coverage of the IORL Grand Prix of Detroit, presented by Ashwood Wealth Management. We join you tonight from the virtual Belle Isle Street Course for round 5 of 12 in the season.
Pulls off here, and Scott gets off to a really good start as we cross the start-finish line heading to turn 1.
They're already off and away to a very strong start, and we are going to go ahead. You can see right now, if I pull the ticker back up, it's in minutes. We're going to fix that. That's why the graphics are going to go away here for a moment. But off down into turn number 3 now. The field getting single filed out as you have to. And we have some cars sliding through 3 and one car up and over. This should give us a yellow right here. Yes, it does.
First full court yellow of the day, as the second place car, Nicholas Ward, was the first one to go around, and he absolutely blocked the track there in turn 3, and it just created a couple of different pileups that all
and gives him a boot, there. Sends him around, and it was on from there.
At least half a dozen cars involved, so that's nearly a third of the field, and it could have been a lot worse than that. At least a third of the field, I believe, has damage.
But hopefully without a turn 3 wreck. Already green flag racing out of turn 14 down across the stripe. And Scottless Rambler continues strategy now going to be a bit changed up with that caution. But you see these guys, we hear a crash somewhere.
Rambler's up and over.
Oh, no.
That could be full course yellow here, although he does flip back over.
Yeah, sorry to cut you off there, but our leader has flipped.
He's not the only one with severe damage here. Blake Arison also suffered damage coming into the Rotunda. That's 7, 8, 9, and 10, I believe. And he has a lot of right front damage as well. So we're going to take a look here at the replay here, as we do get a full course yellow from race control. Yep, car got a little bit loose, and that's all she wrote. Fortunately for the 57, though, he does have that one fast repair. Let's see if he can get back to pit road.
Early green flag. You see the flagman waving that green flag with all of his energy as they roll through turns 1 and 2. A very tight opening couple of corners. Everything about every street course is tight, but I feel like that's especially just a very tight racing line to get through those first couple of corners and not hit those curbs and not have a problem. The top 3 off and away through turn 3 now. Pretty cleanly. Issues again for Scott Rambler. That car is junk. It's been destroyed. We'll get a replay up of what happened to the driver of the 57 in a moment. He did it to himself, just ran in the fence. I don't think he has, because you go back to the lap 1 incident in turn 3, he just gave the punt to Nicholas Ward. I don't think he caught any damage. We'll see what happens to him here in a moment. Sideways, and wow, a big jump for him. Could have been a whole lot worse and brought out another full course yellow. Thankfully, it does not.
These guys showed in qualifying. Well, not Warren Keith, but Spencer Madden. That they
we got a car around. Sorry to interrupt you there, but
Joey Newsel goes around, and that is in turn 11, exiting the slowest section of the circuit. So he's going to get back onto that slower back straightaway, but he's going to come away in P9. Bobby Krug is now going to have someone that's a little bit closer to him.
Pan out. That said, Matt Chubb is spun around and is going to have to try and get that car righted. And there he goes, gets it spun around. The Lincoln Welders machine going to continue on without too much issue. But now that's a 4-way battle. That is out of turn 13, now down through 14. And he's playing right into that 6th place 3-way battle that we were talking about a little while ago. So Chubb falls from 4th down to 7th with Spencer Madden in 8th all over his gearbox.
He's entered pit road now. I believe he still has a quick repair left, so he might be able to use that and, hope we have a full course yellow so he can get back on track here.
I think he hit it 3 times because the wing was already damaged, I think, leading to the issues where he plowed the wall twice out of turns 6 and 7. So big issues for Newsel, who was looking so quick like he might catch Spencer Madden. Now he's behind Bobby Krug. Ernie Ludwig is out of the race car.
Yeah, especially for the, the rest of the top 3, even, the top 5 even. They might not be quick, but, as long as they're being consistent, it'll be a good point. Zach Buchanan actually just spins around and just nails the wall.
Oh, he gets it again.
Back around and hits it again. Very unfortunate.
This is going to block the track. We're going to have the 4th place car of Eggemeyer coming through soon. And he finally gets it rolling before Eggemeyer comes by.
Yeah, he looked like he might have looped it and over in the corner.
Looking to see where Eggemeyer is, and he gets that car righted. Bit of a burnout show there between turns 8 and 9. We'll see what happens to the driver of the number 8. You're going to see Krug. Krug misses turn 7. here in just a moment. The couple of S's there down the back stretch, and then Krug's going to go straight. He doesn't spin or anything, just goes straight, and this is the corner. But then EGGEMEYER has this issue out of turn 8 again. So the number 8 having issues in turn 8. He's going to go around the opposite of what he did earlier. Some wing damage. I think he saved the right rear from actually hitting the wall hard enough to damage it. I think he's going to be okay there. Gets that car righted and continues on. You can see that wing damage for the driver of the number 8.
He's going to suffer a little bit of downforce losses. Matt Chubb is in after what would have been a strategy of about a 20-lap long stint, I believe.
Yeah, I wonder if as Spencer Madden actually comes into pit road now, so we'll actually see how many spots he loses there. But what I was getting to is, you know, that first initial caution on the start was, do you think they may have salvaged some fuel to where they wouldn't have to put as much fuel into the race car so they could actually stay out longer, stint, or make one less stop than what they had to?
Oh, Bobby Krug as well. He just pitted. In fact, he's in the pit lane right now.
So Krug does come down pit road. Let's see if they repair that front wing, or in fact, if they replace that Dallara front wing on the number 42 machine. But it is worth noting that, so we want to say that Spencer Madden did pit there after about a 24-lap stint. We're at 18 laps ago. The top 3 all pitted about 7 or 8 laps ago, so they're right on the cusp of what would be one stop.
And this could be a pretty good battle for third place. It's about the only battle for position that I see. The next closest would be Bobby Krug over TREVOR EGGEMEYER, but that's separated by almost 2 seconds right now. So really, this is the battle that we've got to watch. Is Chubb sideways out of 8. Buzzes those rear tires a bit, loses some time, but makes that up actually through 10 and into 11. That was a really good run, and sideways again out of 11. And these guys all over one another, or rather Chubb all over the gear. Oh, and Buchanan goes around. He's going to lose that spot. Does he make it a fight? It's the same spot that Buchanan spun around earlier. He's going to clip the wall as he gets it righted. There goes Krug and EGGEMEYER by. They're both a lap down, though, so that's not for position, as EGGEMEYER was almost all over the right rear of Buchanan. We'll get a replay up as far as exactly what happened to Buchanan. We'll even go on board with him here. The same place, the same way, it looks like, just goes for a bit of a spin, and just, there goes that third place battle. Well, actually, no, completely different way. He was sideways going into the corner.
Yeah, Chubb did not have that damage a bit earlier, so we're going to take a look at the replay here and see where he got that damage.
He nailed the wall.
As he enters, that would be, what, turn 7, I believe,
7,
right?
Yep.
Back Buchanan around.
But he continues to have struggles here. But no, this section, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, it is the slowest part of the circuit for the most part. Turn 3 is a very heavy braking zone, but this part of the circuit is very consistently on throttle, little bit of braking, you know, pitch the car 30, 45 degrees with the wheel to the left to get out of that section. And that's where we're seeing a lot of mistakes, where you have to have a lot of very minute movements with the throttle brake. And there we see the incident with the number 4, Zachary Buchanan, exiting that slow section in turn 11, going over the curb and into the grass.
8 laps to go, and he's sitting in third.
We do have a car around in turn 7. Nicholas
Ward, your leader. That car's destroyed as well. He shouldn't lose the lead, I don't think, but watch how much time he's going to lose. He's going to lose a lot of time. We'll try and get the replay up real quick to see what happened to him, and then we'll go back to him live. This is into turn 7. The number 97 having big issues, and
involved in the lap 1 incident, so he might have potentially used it. Although I don't think he had critical damage in that incident. So we'll see how long his pit stop takes here. If it only takes like 10 seconds, then we can assume that he's probably in pretty good shape.
You know, he was having a really good night tonight. You know, was just putting on a clinic, and then just something little like that, got on the curves a little too much, got on the gas. He had a very quick stop there, got a new wing on that car, and he is back out. Looks like he's still got probably a third. He's coming out of the pit.
Oh no.
Oh my goodness!
He almost caught somebody else. I'm not even sure who that was. That was Buchanan who went by, who almost got caught up in that. And wow, Nicholas Ward suddenly is out of this thing. It looks like, because Bruno CARNEIRO has now gone by him for the race lead. Nicholas Ward down to second place. He bails on turn 3. I think he's calling it. He's going to tow Bruno CARNEIRO, who we didn't think was really even going to be in the picture, at least at the start of the race, for winning this thing, then was suddenly behind Nicholas Ward after a couple of full course yellows, and looking like, all right, well, Nicholas Ward is simply faster, but Bruno CARNEIRO still looking pretty good. He's second place and stayed there for probably 35 laps or so, somewhere in that neighborhood, and since Nicholas Ward's exit has just walked away now with your race lead and looking to be a race win here shortly. 2 laps to go, this time by the stripe. And CARNEIRO is off and away to the possibility of a really big win. Down the back stretch, out of 6 and down to 7. He has lap car company. Bobby Krug making sure he doesn't feel lonely out there. And I think Krug actually wants to go run an extra lap in case something happens to Buchanan or Chubb. Well, Krug loops it. Loops it in the distance there. But, and he's going to hit the wall again. Bobby Krug not having a great finish to the event. He does actually have Warren Keith 29 Bruno seconds CARNEIRO back, out of 13, down to 14 for the final time tonight. He's going to exit Detroit Belle Isle as a race winner, wins the Grand Prix at Detroit, presented by Ashwood Wealth Management. And what a great race win here for Bruno CARNEIRO. Spencer Madden to be the next one across the line. Although, I think fuel-saving mode, he has backed himself right up to
he
Matt
mastered
Chubb.
the strategy today, as that number 20 machine's going to burn it down in turn 3. Madden comes across the line in 2nd, and Chubb is going to be next in the 3rd position.
Welcome back, race fans, to post-race coverage. You've been watching these guys stage up down the front stretch. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to talk to the top 3 tonight, but we'll be talking to race winner Bruno CARNEIRO and runner-up Spencer Madden. And for that, I'll turn it over first to Trey Shuttlesworth.
So we're going to... All right, and now we have Bruno CARNEIRO in the booth. So, Bruno... first of all, congratulations on a heck of a win out there today at Belle Isle. This track is absolutely grueling for a driver, especially in a car where you have to be so delicate like this. So yeah, talk to us just about starting in the middle of the pack and being able to just be clean and survive.
First of all, just want to make sure you guys can hear me okay.
Yep, you're good.
Okay, I forgot what my push to talk button was, but that was really intense. My qualifying lap was my 2nd lap around this track in the IndyCar, so I was not really expecting much. I just wanted to keep clean, and yeah, it was pretty intense starting in the mid pack. We avoided some incidents and obviously avoiding the big pile up on lap 1 with the car flipping and everything. That was pretty intense. And then just keeping clean. I had a couple spins, but got really lucky that I didn't end up in the wall. Car just ended up pointing in the right way. So it was pretty fun, and just battling through the mid pack was exciting. Feel really bad for Nicholas. I looked like I was close to a second a lap quicker. I don't know if he didn't get tired or something, but I was just catching really quick, and I thought it was going to be a nice battle to the end, but unfortunately he made a little mistake coming out of the pits. So yeah, it was good. We stayed clean, and that's what mattered. So.
Yep, it was unfortunate to see for the 97, but you were able to capitalize. Do you feel the street circuit was playing into your advantages, or were you disadvantaged and just looking to go out there and do the best you could?
Honestly, I feel I'm more comfortable with road courses. The walls are really intimidating, as is for anyone. But I just made sure, the IndyCar is usually first gear out of most corners. I was keeping 2nd in some just to avoid wheel spin. So I just I was playing very easy going and stuff and kind of driving 8/10, 9/10 until I was trying to catch Nick again. So other than that, it just worked to our advantage just by staying clean, honestly. Yeah.
All right, congratulations on your season win here in the first win of the season here. Any sponsors, anyone you want to thank?
Yeah, thank you so much. For sure, Rodizio Grill, Brazilian Steakhouse. They're all nationwide as well and starting to open up again after the pandemic, or while the pandemic and everything. But my sponsors since the beginning, obviously family, friends, Ricardo, Ayrton, Austin, everyone, all my friends and stuff. So it was a great win. I'm really excited for the result, and first win here in IORL is awesome. So.
All right, thank you for your time, Bruno. Bruno CARNEIRO, your race winner here at Belle Isle Circuit.
Hey Spencer, this is Trey Patton up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah.
All right, so you were actually one of my picks for the race today because I knew that you were you were one of my podium picks because I knew that just from what I've seen of you previously and from racing you in the Indy 500 that I figured you'd be able to pull a strategy call out, especially from missing that first lap incident, and then you ended up with the strategy call and everything played out. You actually ended up finishing 2nd. So just talk me through the race and how that worked out for you.
I did not miss the first lap incident. I was the one upside down.
Oh yeah, that's right. I looked at the incident wrong.
My strategy after that was to just don't die, bro, and it worked out all right.
Yeah, I was looking at the replay there, and I was looking at the wrong car to realize that was you upside down. But I figured, now that I'm remembering that, I figured that you were going to lay low and then wait for strategy to play out. And then obviously, strategy came into play, and then, Scott falling out, then obviously Nick wrecking and everything ended up to where you were able to get a podium finish. So I'm actually glad I made you one of my picks for that, so it didn't make me look as dumb. So we're actually kind of short on time here. So is there anybody you want to thank or say hey to while we're on broadcast?
I gotta thank my crew members for putting up with me wrecking the car 17 times in practice. Yeah.
All right, well, congratulations on a P2 finish. So hopefully we will see you back in the booth in future races.
As we bring it back, we're gonna keep things condensed here. Bruno CARNEIRO rolling off and finishing first place with the win. Spencer Madden second place, and it's Matt Chubb, Zach Buchanan, Bobby Krug, Warren Keith, Ernie Ludwig, Nicholas Ward after that amazing run, and then just unfortunately spinning out twice in about a lap's time. Trevor EGGEMEYER comes home 9th, and it's Joey Newsel in 10th. A little further back, the rest of your field going to quickly get wrapped up with Scottless Rambler, who looked so fast in practice and qualifying, then Blake Erickson, Dai Staubitz, Alan Elwood, Chris Walker, and Cole Freilich. Those last 4 drivers never taking the green flag. Hate to be so short with things here, but we are going to have to wrap that up, and that will conclude our coverage tonight of the IORL Grand Prix from Detroit, presented by Ashwood Wealth Management at Belle Isle.